blessed by many.
Ever have one of those online videos really give you a peek behind the curtain?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're getting a glimpse into someone's real life, not just the polished version.
Yeah, totally.
That's the vibe I got with this Blessed Be Many ENT video, turning all the bad into blessings 2024. Wake up.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one. It's a wild ride.
So we're diving into this one today. And trust me, it's got layers.
Definitely. It's a fascinating mix of, entrepreneurial spirit, raw emotion, and holiday cheer, all packed into one vlog.
Exactly. And get this. It starts with this dazzling trip to the zoo, all decked out for the holidays.
Oh, with the lights and everything.
The whole shebang. Illuminated zebras, rainbow lights. It just screams celebration.
I mean, it's a brilliant setup. That joyful visual feast, it makes the contrast with the creator's personal struggles, which they reveal later, so much more stark.
Well, for sure. It's like, boom, welcome to the real world, right? You're vibing with the holiday zoo lights, and suddenly, bam, you're hit with a whole car saga.
Car trouble is the worst.
And not just any car trouble. We're talking months of waiting for an engine replacement, financial strain, the works.
Wow, that's rough. And this is actually where the whole entrepreneurial hustle really comes into play. Think about it. Most people would be understandably devastated by this situation, right?
Absolutely.
But this creator, they're weaving in calls to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell throughout the entire video.
I know. I was like, wait, is this a vlog or an infomercial? But I caught that too. It's like every other sentence, there's a reminder to engage with their channel.
It's almost jarring at first, isn't it?
It is, but then it hits you. This is their livelihood.
Exactly. They're not just sharing their life, they're building a business. And that constant call to action, well, that's just a reminder of the hustle that goes on behind the scenes, especially for creators who rely on platforms like YouTube for income.
It really makes you appreciate the work that goes into those, effortlessly entertaining vlogs we watch.
Absolutely. And in this case, Blessed by Many ENT isn't shying away from the challenges at all. They're clearly frustrated with the car situation.
Yeah, they seem pretty stressed about it.
To say the least. In fact, they use some pretty colorful language to describe just how blown they are by the whole ordeal.
Oh, yeah, I had to rewind that part. I thought I misheard.
It's pretty out there.
But that raw honesty, that's what makes this video so compelling. It's a good reminder that behind those curated online personas, there are real people grappling with real problems.
It humanizes the experience, We see a lot of perfectly curated content online, but this video, with its raw emotion and unfiltered reactions, well, it feels much more authentic.
For sure. And there's something about that authenticity that just draws you in, makes you want to hear more.
It speaks to our desire for genuine connection, even if it's through a screen. We want to see the struggles, the triumphs, the realness behind the perfectly curated feeds.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's not all doom and gloom, right? Even with the car troubles and the raw frustration, there's this undercurrent of resilience that runs through the entire video.
I completely agree. And this is where that tagline, turning all the bad into blessings 2024, wake up, starts to make a lot more sense. It's not just a catchy title, it's their whole message.
I'm starting to see that. So how does this turning bad into blessings idea actually play out in the vlog?
Well, for one, despite feeling blown, the creator never loses sight of their goal, to keep creating content and engaging their audience. They even hint at new opportunities on the horizon, leaving viewers with a sense of anticipation.
It's like they're saying, this car thing is a bump in the road, but I'm not letting it stop me.
Exactly. And they even end the video with this almost defiant statement, I'm going to keep making y'all mad. Now, on the surface, that might seem a bit strange.
It definitely piqued my curiosity. Why would you want to make your audience mad?
That's the million-dollar question. And it's a perfect example of how this vlog goes beyond the surface. To understand the whole making y'all mad comment, we need to dig deeper into the psychology of content creation, audience engagement, and maybe even a little bit of calculated controversy.
Okay, so making y'all mad. It's bold, provocative, but what does it actually mean? Like in the context of this vlog and being a YouTube creator?
That's a great question. It's really interesting when you think about it, right? Because it takes us beyond just the surface level of this vlog. We're getting into the psychology of online audiences now. And see, in the world of content creation, sometimes a little bit of mad, a little bit of edge can actually be a good thing.
Hold on, are we saying that making people angry is like a strategy now?
Not quite angry, no, but think of it more like, sparking a reaction. You want engagement. It's about being provocative, pushing boundaries just a little, and getting people to really sit up and take notice.
Okay, so more like stirring the pot a bit, getting people talking and debating.
Exactly. Think about it. In such a crowded online space, especially a place like YouTube where everyone and their grandma is vying for attention, you gotta stand out.
Oh, absolutely. It's so saturated.
Right. And sometimes that requires a little bit of an edge, being a little bit different.
So Bless Be Many ENT is using this comment, this making y'all mad, as a way to cut through all that noise online,
Yeah.
to pique people's curiosity and make them want to stick around and see what they'll do next.
Precisely. It's definitely a calculated risk. There's a fine line between being provocative and being offensive, obviously. But in this case, I think the creator is super aware of their brand and who their audience is. They've built this whole reputation for being authentic and really just unapologetically themselves. And this statement, well, it kind of falls in line with that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it tracks with their style for sure.
Yeah.
But it's still a bold statement to make, especially with everything else going on in their life. Speaking of, can we circle back to that turning bad into blessings message? It's powerful, but is there any actual science behind that idea?
You are in luck because there's a whole field of research dedicated to this. It's really cool, actually. Studies have shown that reframing challenges as opportunities for growth, for learning, even for creative problem solving, can actually increase resilience and lead to better outcomes.
So Bless Be Many ENT is basically a walking, talking example of positive psychology in action here.
Exactly. We're seeing a major setback with this car situation, no doubt, but instead of letting it completely derail their goals, they're choosing to find the opportunity in the obstacle.
That's a really good point.
Right. They're turning their frustration into fuel for their creativity, and that's so powerful when you think about it.
It's interesting because and I'm putting myself in this too, we often hyper-focus on the negative,
Yeah.
right? The setbacks, those blown moments, without realizing those moments can also be catalysts for growth and change.
It's all about perspective, isn't it? Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? It's about asking, okay, what can I learn from this? Or how can I use this to make things better?
That's a great way to look at it. So Bless Me Many ENT's vlog, it's not just a personal story, it's almost like a masterclass in resilience and turning setbacks into opportunities.
It's true. And it's a good reminder that everyone faces challenges, has those moments where they feel totally blown.
Yeah.
But it's how we choose to respond that really matters.
This is really eye-opening. Before we get to what all this means for us, I have to touch on one more thing that stood out. We talked about the car, the calls to action, the whole making y'all mad comment.
Yeah.
What about those incredible visuals at the beginning? That zoo footage was amazing.
Oh, it's so well done.
It almost felt like a different world compared to the rest of the video.
That's such a great observation, and it really speaks to the power of visual storytelling, especially nowadays, right? Short attention spans and all that.
For real.
The vibrant zoo scenes, all the festive decorations, that upbeat, celebratory atmosphere, it sucks you right in.
And then just when you're fully immersed in that happy, joyful world, bam, car troubles hit you right in the face.
It's such a smart storytelling technique. I mean, think about it.
It's brilliant.
It's like setting the stage for a dramatic play. You have the bright lights, the happy music, that festive cheer, and then the curtain drops. Lights dim, the music changes, and boom, the real drama unfolds.
Wow, that's a perfect analogy. It makes you wonder if Blessed by Many ENT planned it that way all along. Maybe there's a whole other layer of strategy at play here that we're not even seeing. It's kind of wild how a simple vlog, like a trip to the zoo, turns into this whole analysis of content strategy, resilience, the psychology of keeping people interested. I kind of love it.
Right. It's amazing what we can learn just from observing and really analyzing.
Absolutely. And speaking of learning, I feel like there's an even bigger takeaway here, something that goes way beyond YouTube and making videos and all that. This whole turning all the bad into blessings thing, that's a life lesson right there.
It really is, and it's something we can all apply, I think, to our own lives, regardless of what we do, our circumstances. Life is full of setbacks, those disappointments, moments that make you go, wait, what? But as we saw with Blessed Be Many ENT, it's not about avoiding those tough parts, it's how we choose to deal with them.
Yeah, you're right. We all face those challenges.
Yeah.
But it's when we can shift that perspective, find the lesson, even the opportunity in those blown moments, that's when it gets powerful.
Totally. And remember, Blessed Be Many ENT, this is just one example, right? They're putting their own spin on it through their channel and all.
Yeah.
But the idea itself, it's universal. Think about a time when you hit a wall, a major obstacle. How'd you react? Did you just let it derail everything? Or did you turn it into a source of strength? Maybe even inspiration?
Now that you mention it, I had this project a while back. I poured my heart into it, and it just completely fell apart. It was awful at first. But instead of giving up, I took what I learned and, channeled it into this new thing, that new project. Way more successful than I could have imagined.
There you go. You took that blown moment and turned it into a breakthrough. And that's exactly what they're doing in this vlog. It's showing us that even when life throws those curveballs, we've got the power to choose how we respond. We can choose resilience, find the opportunity, and just keep moving forward, even if it means making y'all mad along the way.
Such a good message to end on. So as we wrap up this deep dive into Blessed Be Many ENT, I'm curious, what really stuck with you from this vlog? Was it the resilience, facing challenges head on, the whole strategy behind that making y'all mad comment, or maybe just the audacity of turning a car breaking down into a whole life lesson? Hit us up on social media, let us know what you think, and until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep turning those blown moments into blessings.
You already know it's blessed by many.